Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Kristi Shive, and this morning we're visiting with Dr. Heather Norman Burgdolf. She's an assistant extension professor for the University of Kentucky. Good morning, Heather.
Good morning, Kristi. It's great to be back with you.
It's always great to have you on the show. Now, Heather, today you are going to talk to us about smoothies, and smoothies are enjoyed by people year round. But what makes smoothies such a nutritious option for a beverage, snack, or even a meal?
I love my job because I get to talk about fun things like this. And you're exactly right that they are a nutritious option as a beverage. They could be a meal replacement and definitely a snack. So typically, smoothies have multiple food groups, which means they're going to have a variety of nutrients in them and also are going to provide some energy. Most smoothies have at least two fruits or vegetables, so they're a great way for us to reach those recommended 5 servings a day of fruits and vegetables, which can be really hard sometimes for folks. And then smoothies are often higher in calories, which is great to help individuals who need to add calories to their diet. If they're sick or maybe they have difficulty chewing or swallowing, it's an easy way to drink those nutrients and those calories. And then I think the great thing about them is that you can easily change smoothies based on what's available to you,
Mm.
your taste preferences, and the nutrients that you know you need to try to get into your diet.
Yeah, Heather, I don't want to get ahead of you, but I love using frozen fruit in my smoothies. What other tips do you have for preparing smoothies, and how do you make just a basic smoothie?
Yeah, and you can help me out too. So,
Mm.
typically they're prepared in a blender, but if you do not have one, you could use a food processor. If you do not have either of those appliances, often they are found secondhand in secondhand stores if you want to try one out and see if it is something that you like. You typically start with a base or a liquid. This could be water, any type of milk, or 100% juice. You can even use yogurt or applesauce. So think of something that has a high water content that's going to really help you blend those ingredients. After that, we want to try to add at least one fruit and one vegetable. So having two different types of produce in there, hopefully of different colors, because again, we know we're getting different nutrients. It doesn't have to be fresh. Like you mentioned, it could be frozen fruits or vegetables. They can also be canned. A recipe that I just used for a smoothie used canned pineapple, which is really economical for folks and requires very little prep because a pineapple can be a beast to, cut up.
Yeah.
Um, and then you can add other ingredients too, which will add some nutrition. So even oatmeal, you can put nuts or seeds depending on how powerful your blender is. And then don't forget about adding flavor with spices and herbs, mint, basil, parsley. You can even add cinnamon, nutmeg. So really, there's so many options. And you mentioned frozen. And so if you add ice or use frozen produce, it's certainly going to thicken that smoothie, which may require more of that liquid base in order for that blender to either get it to the consistency you want or to thin it out so it's easier to drink. And just keep in mind that harder raw fruits and vegetables will require more time blending. So just be patient.
Now, Heather, I have heard of people juicing. Is that the same thing?
It's not. So juicing is really extracting all of the water content from that, and you're getting some nutrients with it as well, but you're removing fiber and the pulp, the bulk of that produce item typically when you make a juice, whereas smoothies use the entire product, which leaves the fiber and all the nutrients in place. Smoothies also allow you to add other ingredients. I don't know if people are adding yogurt to a juice, right? But really with the smoothie, you're going to be able to round that out and make it a much more balanced snack, meal, or beverage. Because think about a smoothie that has yogurt, peanut butter, and a banana and some spinach, right? You've got that your dairy, you have some protein, you've got fruit, and you've got a vegetable. You might not add all of those ingredients into a juice. And so because of the ingredients used in smoothies and the entire fruit and vegetables being used, smoothies give you much more nutritional bang for your buck.
Heather, such great information. I'm craving a smoothie now. And if anyone is watching, we do have some great smoothie recipes through Cooperative Extension. So be sure to contact your local extension office and see what smoothie recipes we have available for you. Thanks for joining us today, Heather. Thank you for joining us today on the Farm and Home Show, and we'll see you next time.